welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining from. We welcome you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for being part of the program. Please like and share in all your platforms. Like and share to family and friends. Like and share the program to everyone that is close to you. Very important. We must continue to spread this gospel until it gets to the end of the earth. We are in a very critical time. This is a time that we cannot afford to play with every seconds of our broadcast. Please, as you join, invite someone to join us on this very platform. Invite someone to join us. We can't do this alone except with your support. Already you know that we are having a heavy attack from the contraption called Nigerian. They have bought over all the media, and their duty is to make sure that our gospel doesn't go far. All the media have been brought over, and what they are doing is to hold us down, to see that our message is not heard. They will succeed if you refuse to like and share our program. They will succeed. But as long as you are there and you are doing your own part, liking and sharing the program, every of their effort will be in vain. They will not stop us. The whole world will hear our voice, and every Biafra will know what is going on. That is why we urge you in the name of Chukwu to please kindly help us to do your own part by sharing. Help us by sharing. Share on all your platforms. Share anywhere you belong, so that we can be able to win this race. It is not an easy battle, but we will continue to fight. No matter how difficult it is, we will continue to fight until victory is won. And I tell you that victory is sure. Do not be discouraged. Do not be distracted. Wherever you are joining us from, please invite somebody to join. Remember, in this our platform, for those who are joining us for the very first time, whether you are watching us from Facebook or you're watching from YouTube, wherever you are watching from, you must know that in this our platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. What we do in this platform is to bring the truth before the whole world. We say things the way they are. We come here to encourage Biafrans and expose some important issues that are hiding from you. That is what you do. Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I welcome you. You must understand that the stage is set, and the time is now for us to defend our territory. Wherever you are as a Biafra, time has come when the secret war is no longer secret. You know, for a very long time, they have been trying to hide this warfare. After they came, either mistakenly, intentionally, or unintentionally, they came on their national TV and they announced the war going on in Biafran territory today. They announced it, and the whole world saw it, and nobody's paying attention. After announcing it, somehow it's like they got themselves back, and they continue to pretend it is not happening. They try to hide it from the world. No conventional media could go and cover it. No international media could go and cover it. But on our own, with the little strength we have on the social media, we expose all those evil. They have declared war on the Biafran people. And as you are watching this video, that war is going on. If you are a Biafran, don't think it's not happening because your village is not yet involved. Because your own brother, your sister, your uncle, your cousin is not directly involved. You feel it doesn't concern you. It's just a question of time. Question of time. If something is not done, it is going to get to every one of us. If something is not done, it is going to get to every one of us. That is why we must sit up. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you must sit up and begin to do the needful. My fellow Biafran people, do not get discouraged. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see, do not get discouraged. Just like we in the media. If we begin to look at what is happening in the media, on social media, none of us will come out to broadcast. If we are looking on what is going on, we will not. They try as much as they can to demoralize us on the media by caging our platforms and make sure that we do not have the number of views we are supposed to have. They make sure they cage our information to make sure it doesn't spread. But we are not discouraged. The more they continue to hold us back, the more we continue to push this information. It does not matter what they do. Every little opportunity we have, we will use it to spread the gospel of Biafra. As for me, I have chosen my path to stand on the side of truth and speak about the plight of the Biafran people at every given opportunity. And nothing will stop it. Even if I come online and nobody is watching, I will preach my message from the beginning to the end. The owner of the message knows how to share it. Chukwu Okike Abiama knows how to spread the message by himself. Because the project we are having today is not a project of man. This project is not owned by human. If it is owned by human, none of us Biafrans will survive. If this project belongs to man, none of us will survive. What do we have to face the terrorist country, Nigeria? What do we have? They have all the manpower. They have all the resources, which they acquire, the weapons they acquire with our own money. The weapon they acquire with our own resources, they have exploited us and continue to exploit as we are today, as we are speaking. They have all the connections. Their Western allies are providing them with aids and all manner of things. The Western countries that are supporting them are providing them with intelligence. You saw their NSA recently. You saw the National Security Advisor recently where he was speaking with the British, begging them to come and support him and give him aids and come and fight along with him. But for us, the only thing we have with us is the truth. Chukwu Okike Abiama, that is what we have. And the gods of our land. And the people of our land. That is all we have. And now I believe that one with God is majority. When people say that word, that one with God is majority, you would not understand until when you find yourself in a situation where only Chukwu Okike Abiama can save you. That is the situation of Biafra. We have no finance. We have no weapon. We have no support from anywhere. Every single thing the Biafrans are doing is done internally. But with the little things we have, just like the little David, when David faced the Goliath, he had nothing. He came with bare hands. He didn't have anything with him, not even a whip. Even the catapult he had with him, he picked the stone where he went to fight. David did not bring a special stone to fight Goliath. It was the stone he found where he went to fight Goliath that he used. And because the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama was upon him, he was able to overcome. one with Chukwu Okeke is majority. And the worst thing he can do is to find somebody who Chukwu Okeke is by his side. The worst thing you can do in the planet Earth is to pick up a fight with Chukwu Okeke himself. And that is what the zoo is doing. And you can see the results today. They by themselves declared the war. And today they are getting it hot. They are crying right, left, and center. When you see them today display, all this time you have been seeing them entering into a bush, doing this, parading this. How many times have you seen them? You know they are very good in projecting pictures. Whenever they overcome or they capture somebody or they overcome a camp, they are very quick in social media publication. You and I know that the Zoological Republic, they are very good in social media blackmail propaganda. But all this while you have been seeing them, you hear Hopus of them and back, ordering for thousands and thousands of soldiers with their armor tank. How many times have you seen them parading the corpse of the Liberation Army of Biafra? It is not for any other thing. It is because Chukwu Okeke owns the project and you can't fight him. Today, we saw videos that are coming from Biafra land. How they are taking in their armored tank in Biafra territory. How they are destroying properties and lives in Biafra territory. It is no longer hidden. It is no longer hidden. The more you try to hide this information, the more it continues to stay at you. There is nothing you can do to hide it. Anytime you make that step to hide it, it will be as if you just woken up. You just woken up the real thing. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okeke to be strong. Be strong. Victory is sure. One of the most important things you must do is to obey every single instruction coming from the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. Every instruction given by the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, obey it and keep to it. And at the end of the day, you will be glad you did. The only assignment that the Biafra Republic of Nigeria has today is to defend and protect the life and properties of Biafrans, which is the primary objective of every sensible government. For a very long time, we have been shouting and crying and telling Biafrans, telling the world and people who cares that war is going on in Biafran territory. Even before it was declared openly by the Chief of Army Staff. And today, it is happening. But in the midst of that war, every Biafran has to stand strong. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. Do not be afraid. Is it going to be easy? It is not going to be easy. It is going to get even much more tougher than you expect. But in all of it, there is victory at the end. Now you understand better why the Prime Minister is doing the direction he's following. You understand why the Prime Minister is giving the orders he's giving. The restoration of Biafra is fought both physically and spiritually. And when you say Biafra is a spirit, it is not just to say it in the mouth. You must be able to read and understand the things of the spirit. Our Prime Minister, with his cabinet, in support of the Biafrans, have declared 3 good days sit at home. And each time he made that declaration, all hell break loose. The Janjaweed will have sleepless nights. The criminal governors they are using as stooge will begin to run hell and scatter. They won't have peace anymore. They can't be able to hold themselves. They begin to shout as if they care about the masses. These are people who do not care about their masses. They care about themselves. That sit at home is going to hold. They know that our prime minister is not somebody who will say something and let her go back in it. No. The 4-day sit at home, starting from the 29th, 30th and 31st, in the whole of the entire Biafra territory, every official government houses, ministries will be locked down. Every government ministry must be locked down. If you are working in any of those, for the sake of your life, don't go there. Because the people that are going to tell you to come there will be the people to stage your death in order to blackmail Biafrans. They have done it before, and they're going to do it again. Each time we talk about sit at home, they stage a counter sit at home. They stage people who will enforce it. They have done it before. There are so many evidence online, even in their own conventional media, where the policemen we are seeing in uniform enforcing sit at home. Police was by the side, pushing their criminals to enforce it at home. It's a template they play every time. They did it in time of NSAS. NSAS, while people were calling for whatever they were calling for, they went and recruited hoodlums. And the hoodlums came and attacked. They said at home. That is always the same. There is nothing we can do. Every one of us know that the contraption called Nigeria, there is a lot of division. These are different people forced to be together, and there is no way we can survive. Nigeria will never survive until you disintegrate it. It is not out of hate. When we say divide Nigeria, that is the most peaceful step to take. Anybody that cares about the people in Nigeria should join his own voice, add his own voice, and beg them to divide the country. Beg them to divide the country. Dividing Nigeria does not mean that we are going to hate each other. Dividing the country does not mean you cannot do business together. Dividing the country does not mean that we cannot intermarry. Dividing the country has nothing to do with our religion. You are going to divide the country because the foundation upon which Nigeria was laid is a faulty foundation. The British that established that company called Nigeria established it for their own benefit, and they brought people of diverse ideas and beliefs together. People that don't have the same value system. The people in the north do not have the same value system with people in the south. Break it down more. People in the southeast with people in the southwest do not have the same value system. People in the middle belt and the rest of the people do not have the same value system. So when we are calling for a breakup, it is not out of greed. It is not out of hatred. It is not out of envy. It is not because of our resources. It is because the life of the people is in danger. The indigenous people in all parts of Nigeria, north, west, south, east, the indigenous people, they have become an endangered species in a country that is supposed to be theirs. The foundation of that country was not laid to benefit anybody. The foundation of that country was not laid to benefit anybody. A foundation which was laid to benefit only the British. And what did they do? They found a stranger among us, the Fulanis, and handed over the power. And today, the Fulanis have taken power and they destroy the Hausas in the north, opening their border open, and they come to national TV and they announce and say, any Fulani, wherever you are in West Africa, you are in Nigeria and you are free to come in. And this has opened a gateway to terrorists flooding into Nigeria. Flooding into Nigeria. Every terrorist group have their foot soldiers in the northern part of Nigeria. As we speak, go and make your verification. I'm not just telling you for you to believe. Whatever I say, you have the right to make your verifications. The late Muhammad Buhari was the one that opened the border and invited them from all kinds of. We saw the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai. El-Rufai came openly and told us that the people, the terrorists in Nigeria, the headers, those who are kidnapping, the bandits, that they are from the Sahel. They are from the neighboring countries. He said he went to beg them and gave them money to stop coming to kill their people. These were the people that they intentionally opened the gateway for them. These are the people who opened the gateway for them. The northern people, simply because they want their own people to be in power, they went and invited something that will consume them. And as we speak, the northern part of Nigeria already is taken over by the terrorists. And the government of Nigeria does not care about the people over there. There are villages in the northern part of Nigeria today that have been taken over completely. Their names changed by foreigners. I am not just saying it. Make your own verification. The report was made in their own conventional media. The government doesn't care about it. The northern part of Nigeria today is in the hand of the terrorists. They have cried and cried and cried, complained and complained until they lost tears. They can't even complain again. The same thing in the middle belt. Middle belt have bleed, and they have no blood to shed anymore. Are you talking about Southwest? Southwest, even as we speak, they are still taking over the forest. The worst is even in the Southwest. Southwest, their leaders came together and said they reached agreement with the Fulanese, the headers. They went and reached agreement with the Mieti Allah, a peace agreement. With all the peace agreement as we speak now, they are still taking life of people and kidnapping in the Southwest. With all the agreement. Every other person should have thought that after the agreement that peace will reign. But what do you see? We see the whole thing, the problem intensifying and increasing on a daily basis. The only place where they do not have a stronghold is in Biafra land. It is only in Biafran territory that you do not see the terrorists having a free play. The only problem we have in the Biafra land today is Nigerian terrorists themselves, terrorists in uniform. Terrorists in Nigerian military uniform, they give them uniform and they push them to Biafra land. That is why when you see our Prime Minister call them terrorist army, it is not he's not making it up. Go and see their footprint in Biafra land. They go, they destroy homes of civilians, they shoot homes of civilians, they throw bombs in homes of civilians. Who does that? Every sensible military have rule of engagement. All over the world, the military has rule of engagement. They do not go after the innocents. The military does not go after the innocent. They have the rule of engagement. All over the world, except in Nigeria. And we are not surprised because before every one of us, we have seen them recruiting terrorists into their military. They don't do it in the secret. They conduct a ceremony telling you that 500 Boko Haram members, 1,000 Boko Haram members have been recruited. They have been re-radicalized or whatever they call it, and they have now been adopted into the Nigerian military. If you go to the Nigerian military, you find them there. You go to Nigerian police, you find them there. And after they have brought them, they will push them down to Southeast, to Biafra land, to begin to do their dirty work for them. The insecurity you see in the Southeast today is caused, created by Nigerian government itself. Go and make your investigation. The problem is that it is so sad that the international communities, there's no international neutral media that is going on the ground to make investigation. That is why we are shouting on a daily basis. If there were to be any investigative journalists that can go on the ground and make verification, you will be marveled what you will see. You will be surprised what is going to come up with. That the insecurity in Biafran territory today is caused and created by Nigerian government itself. But the worst of it all is the people that call themselves citizens of Nigeria. So many of them, so many Biafran citizens, so many Nigerian citizens, they cannot stand for the truth. I don't know whether if it is ignorance, stupidity, wickedness, hatred, or jealousy. There was one person I saw in TikTok who somebody was telling that in Biafran territory, there is checkpoints every pole, every pole. Why are they having such checkpoints? Why is it that the Biafran land is militarized more than the area where they have terrorists? And instead of the idiot to face the truth, he was saying that it's because of the insecurity in the Southeast. And in my mind, I was asking, when was that idiot born? I was born in Biafra land. I grew up in Biafra land. From the time I was born up to this age that I am no longer a child. I have celebrated my golden jubilee. Up to this age, from when I was born, there has always been security in checkpoints everywhere in Biafra land. It didn't start today. There has always been checkpoints from one pole to the other. I have traveled to part of the north. I have lived in the north. You don't see the same in the northern part of Nigeria. You don't see checkpoint the way you see in Biafra land, in another part of Nigeria. It doesn't happen in that way. But when you speak about it, some people will think you are making it up. Some will even come to defend the government, the citizens, and they think it is about Biafra. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, injustice against one is injustice against all. That is not happening to you today doesn't mean it will not happen to you tomorrow. When you support injustice against somebody, you're just clearing the ground for your own to come. Anytime you support injustice against a particular individual, you are only clearing the ground for you. It's just a question of time. Yours will meet you. You see what is happening to Dangote today? All of a sudden, Dangote has become a media man. All of a sudden, Dangote has become somebody who is on the media. You will see him, he will carry all the members of the Senate to his Dangote refinery. Carry all the members of the Senate to one place or the other, inviting one group or the other to his refinery. Today, he now wants justice. He wants it to be done right. This same Dangote is the one that is behind most of the problem that is in Nigeria. Most of the leaders of that country have used Dangote to siphon money. They have used him to cause insecurity. They have used him to create problems in the life of the people of that country. But today, his fellow greedy man is in power. And today, it is a game of power. And he is now crying. A man who has enjoyed monopoly from day one, who has monopolized everything to be a sole monopoly of everything, one man. He is now crying because he had jumped to the oil. He ventured into oil where all of them, all the cankerworms, all the hyenas, all the cheetahs, where they focus. He ventured into that area. And they have refused him to have that monopoly. The oil, that is where every one of them is devouring. That is where every one of them devouring. Eventually, he wants to monopolize it. A very greedy man met a fellow greedy man in power. And today, they are carrying everybody around, disturbing people online. This same Dangote was the person who monopolized cement. Monopolized cement. He destroyed eBay to cement. eBay to cement that came out to compete. eBay to cement that came out to compete and make cement affordable to everyone. Dangote and Obasanjo destroyed eBay to cement. Destroyed eBay to cement, and other cement companies folded them and rendered them useless. A sole supplier of almost the whole of West Africa, the whole of Africa. And it was good for him. He was okay with it. eBay to cry and cried and cried. He was okay. He was smiling to the bank, answering the richest man in Africa. Today, you see him making noise, and he's expecting people to show pity. He's expecting people to show. Today, the game have changed. This is somebody who is part of the evil in that contract called Nigeria. Answering the richest man of Africa on the blood of the innocent. And today, he wants you to show him pity. Injustice against one is injustice against all. You are only waiting for your own time and your own turn to come. And the evil that men do, live with them. Today he's crying. Today he's crying. This is a man, he came out and said he paid $100 million. $100 million for the land where he built his refinery in Lagos. But before then, Falana has come out and said that this man did not pay a dime for the land where he built a refinery. Falana, the video is still out there. And I believe that senior advocate Falana, even though I don't agree with him anytime, I don't agree with him because he's one of the Nigerians, one of the half-truth man. He doesn't tell the truth. He always covering himself. But he cannot just come and make such claim without investigation. A senior advocate will not make that claim without investigation. And when he threw that bomb today, Dangote is saying that he paid $100 million for the land where he built a refinery. To who? To whom did he pay the money? To whom did he pay the money? During the time of the former CBN governor, Emefiele, we heard how Emefiele borrowed him money excess, gave him excess without interest, which I am very sure he has not paid up to today. But Buhari, his brother, was there then. Because his brother was there, Buhari was there, he overlooked everything. Because his own people has been there. But today you have the game have changed. A fellow greedy man who wants to build his own palace and his own people, who wants to build his own empire, is there. And today, Dangote is feeling threatened. You see him shaking and crying all over in media. Going from one media press interview to the other. Somebody who initially he might take up to a year, you will not hear from him. Sometimes you only see him abroad where he's talking. He doesn't care about Nigerian politics and what happens. Because all the politicians are dancing to his tune. He sponsors and helps them to launder money. He doesn't care. But today, the game has changed. And you see him crying. The evil that men do, live with them. That is why we, the Biafran people, will not have anything to do with the so-called one Nigeria. If you care about yourself, it does not matter your religion. It does not matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your location. If you care about your life, support the disintegration of Nigeria. Begin to call for disintegration of Nigeria. There's nothing else you can do. If you continue to call for a new Nigeria, a better Nigeria, you are a fool. You are a fool and you will die for nothing. You will die for nothing. If you continue to make any campaign or call for anything better than Nigeria, you will die like a fool. Look at the idiots that say they are calling a protest. The protest they say they were calling. Go to platforms and see what they are talking. Already, some of them are already changing their narrative. They are now focusing. They are now misdirecting a misconception, telling people that it is the Biafran people that are pushing for the so-called protest. We, the Biafran people, has nothing to do with Nigerian protests. We have been protesting for the past 3 years, and the protest we have been conducting has been hitting them hard. The economic power of the zoo is in the southeast. When southeast is stranded, the whole entire nation is stranded. When southeast is locked down, the entire nation is locked down. They can't deny it. Even this, their Boko Haram vice president confirmed it, that Nigeria cannot stand if the southeast does not stand. We have been protesting for the past 3 years, and we will continue to protest. But when it comes to going to the street, we will not be in the streets to protest for Nigeria. No. We will not go to the street. We will never go to the street to protest for Nigeria anything that has the name Nigeria in it, we are not part of it. I don't know how we are going to tell them before they understand. But because these people have so much hatred in them, so much wickedness, so much fraudulent attitude, that they can no longer be able to speak the truth, believe the truth, or follow the truth. Go to their platform. They are telling you that it is this person that is organizing the protest. It is the IPOB that is talking about protest. It is the Biafra people that are talking about Biafra. It is the P2B that is talking about the protest. How do you think that this kind of a country will survive? How on the planet Earth will a cost country like Nigeria survive? Anybody that opens his mouth to speak on behalf of Nigeria, you are cost. You don't know the cost you are bringing to yourself. For every cost that Mazen Nanikan have laid on that contraption, whenever you open your mouth, more especially Biafra, if you are from the old southeastern region, the present southeast, lower Benue and lower Kogi, and you are pushing any agenda that has to do with Nigeria, new or old, the cost that Mazen Nanikan have led will destroy you. Some of you don't know the implication of what you are doing. You think you are catching cruise, and you think it's about me. You think it's about Mazi Simon Ekpa or Mazi Nanikan. No. You are engaging a force that is greater than the people you are saying. The earlier you understand this, the better. The earlier you understand this truth, the better for you and I. The only genuine people today, it does not matter the area you are coming from, are the people who are sincerely asking for the end to the zoological republic. Those are the genuine people. Those are the people who care about human life. Those are the people who care about humanity. You see these idiots who are talking about a better Nigeria, calling for protests, talking for one thing or another. These are idiots. These are a bunch of clowns, fraudsters, people who cannot survive in a sane society. They have been so soaked in fraud, so soaked in irregularity that they can no longer function where things are not normal. That is why they are afraid of the future. They don't know what the future holds for them. And they are doing everything possible to see that people do not survive. But by the special grace of Chukwu, the right thing will be done. We are not begging anybody. Time for begging has passed. Time for begging has passed. Long past. Today, we are in a time where the right thing will be done at the right time. We are in a time where the exit is the only way. And I bet you, in this new dimension, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, nothing is going to stop the coming of Biafra. In this multi-dimensional system, nothing is going to stop the coming of Biafra. Diplomatically, we are making waves. Politically, we are winning. In armed struggle, we are giving it to them the way it should be. The Biafran Defense Force, with the little things they have, they are giving it to them. The zoo with all their armor tank and all whatnot, with all the armor tank they take to the southeast, to Biafra land, what result do they come out with? How many of them go back home? How many of them go back alive? You don't understand, and you will not understand. Our Prime Minister said we are going to speak in a language that they will not understand, and that is what we are speaking. You will not see what is hitting you. You won't see it. Fellow Biafrans, wherever you are today as a Biafran, there is no other hope for you except to support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. You can continue to run from pillar to pole. If you do not want to support or participate, keep your mouth shut, walk away, and let those who has that call go ahead and do their work. It is not mandatory. There is no law that says that every one of us must be part of this very struggle. There is no law that says that every one of us must participate. If you know you are not gifted, if you know you have nothing to offer, shut your dirty mouth and go and cover a blanket. When we get into Biafra, we will wake you up and you join us. Biafra is for all of us. Everybody that is from the old southeastern region, the present south, east, and southwest, Lower Benue and Lower Kigi, every one of us will return home after the victory has been won. If you don't have the balls, give way and allow people who are gifted, talented to do the job. Where you are going to hit the Greek wall is when you don't have anything to offer and yet you don't want to give way for those who are called for the mission to do their job. You have nothing to cover. You decide to be a stumbling block. I bet you what is going to hit you, you will never ever survive it. What is going to hit you, you will never ever live to tell the story. But as long as you realize whom you are, how weak you are, how lily-livered you are, and you walk away, go and sleep, cover your blanket. When we get into Biafra, we will wake you up. You don't have a problem. There's no law that says that every one of us be part of it. We only find offense when you begin to stand as a barrier. You are not going in and are not going out. You are standing on the fence. You can't sit on the fence. Not now. We don't want anybody to sit on the fence. It's either you are in or you're out. As simple as that. My fellow Biafrans, we must prepare ourselves. The coming sit at home is going to be massive. 29th, 30th, and 31st. Do not listen to anybody, more especially people in Enugu State. Peter Mba is already planning his genocide. Peter Mba is already recruiting people to take your life, as he has always done. Anytime we call sit at home, he will recruit the Janjaweed to come and enforce it. They are going to come again. And when it happens, we will help you to share the videos. They will use you as blackmail against us. But let me tell you, it does not matter how many people they take their life to do their blackmail. That will not stop us. If you decide to play cheap and they use you as a blackmail, you are gone, you are gone. Biafra will still be there. You are gone. Our Prime Minister will still be there. You are gone. We will still come here and broadcast and use you for the broadcast. It won't stop the coming of Biafra. So for you that is working in any secretariat, in any ministries in Biafra land, stay at home that 3 days. Stay at home. It is only those who are alive that will get employment. If you use yourself as blackmail, they will take you out and employ someone else. Once you are dead, they will put someone else. But once you are alive, even if you lose your job, you're going to get another one. But I bet you, how many people are they going to sack? How many will they sack? Save your life while you have the time. Save yourself. And on the 2nd of August, that is the massive one. On the 7th of the entire Biafra land, that second is Friday. And you know why our Prime Minister put it on Friday? You know why? Everybody is going to hear the test. We have done our sit at home on Sunday. We are taking it to Friday. The entire Biafra land will be under lock and key. No idiot will step out. It doesn't matter where you're going. Be in your house. You have no business in our bushes. Already, you know, our Prime Minister have already given the ultimatum for those who are living in the bushes. The 48 hours that was given to them expired on Monday. Expired yesterday, Monday. And I bet you are going to hear the news. We are going to come to share the videos when the time happens. Every single terrorist in Biafran bushes, they will be given a chase. None of them will survive. Not even one will be spared. The announcement has been made. Any terrorist in the bush, both them and their families and their crownies, anything they have, you have no business in our bushes. If you want to be in Biafra land, go to the city and rent a house where people are renting a house. You don't be in the bush. We in the Biafra land, when we travel to any place we travel to, we rent a house, we pay rent, we pay tax. Every property we acquire, we get it legally, we pay for it. We don't go and steal. Neither do we take anything by force. Any place we are as a Biafra, we stay in the city among the people. And that is what we expect our visitors to do also. If you want to visit Biafra land, you are welcome. Be in the city. You have no business. What are you doing in the bushes? What the hell are you doing in the bushes? The ultimatum have been given. If you are found in any of our bush, you know what will happen to you. The terrorists and their families, you know what will happen to you. And those they have kidnapped, every single one of them will be rescued alive. When the news comes, I'm going to come here to share it with you, and you see. The primary objective of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria is to defend the life and property of Biafra people. That our Prime Minister is doing, and will continue to do until Biafra exits this zone. Wherever you are watching me from, if you are watching me from Facebook, or you're watching me from YouTube, if you are in Biafra land or you're not in Biafra land, tell your people in Biafran territory. If you have anybody that is working in any ministry, tell them, for the sake of their life, they should stay away from their office. On the 29th, on the 30th, and on the 31st. Very, very important. Don't say you are not warned. Do not say you are not warned. And on the 2nd of August, that one is general on Friday. And our Prime Minister said it's a litmus test to test the resolve. You know what he means. There is no going back. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to increase your support to Biafran Liberation Army. Support the Biafran Republic of Nigeria. Any support you can give, start giving. If you can support financially, please support. If you have been supporting, increase your support. If you are supporting prayerfully, increase in your prayers. If you are evangelizing, increase your evangelism. Whatever you are doing, pick up a responsibility as a Biafran. Every one of us, there is something you can do, both a child, an older one, younger one, men, women, female, poor and rich. There is something we can do. Just pick up an assignment for your nation. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that has given me this attention now. For the past 45 minutes we have been talking. I thank you for the time you have given me. I appreciate every one of you. Please, if you have not yet shared, share this video to at least one person. Make sure you like this video and share it to at least one person. It is very important. That is how we can be able to reach the people we are supposed to reach. The social media is not our friend. The Facebook or the YouTube, they are not our friends. They don't help us to promote our program. It is you, by you sharing and liking. That is the only way we can be able to overcome the challenges. We must continue until we are completely free. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every Biafran across the world. Wherever you are watching me from, I say may Chukwu Okike guide and protect you and secure every one of you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Liberation Army, our Biafran Defense Force, the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, our Air Force. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every single one of them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland, every officials of the de facto government in the homeland. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the Biafra Republic of Nigeria cabinets. Every member of the cabinet will commit them in the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine protection. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our media warriors, Biafra Republic of Nigeria media warriors that are speaking on different platforms. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them and their families. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the Oputo of Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike continue to increase your strength. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you. Build a wall of fire around you that no evil shall befall you. Every hole they dug for you, they will fall into it. Every pit they did for you, they will fall into it. Every trap they set for you, they will fall into it. No danger shall come close to you. May Chukwuokama grant you the wisdom of 10,000 men. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. We pray for Mazen Nandekan. May Chukwuokama continue to guide and protect our supreme leader Mazen Nandekan. Give him good health. Give him strength. Give him good revelations. May Chukwuokama guide and protect Mazen Nandekan wherever he may be at this moment. Every trap they have set against Mazen Nandekan will fail. Whatever they are planning against him will definitely fail. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Mazen Nandekan will come out and join us, and we will celebrate him as a hero in our lifetime. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Master Nandekan shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this very program. I appreciate you wherever you are watching me from, either from the Facebook or from the YouTube. May Chukwuokama be your guide and protector. Thank you so much for being with me on this very program. I will see you again tomorrow morning by the special grace of Chukwuokama. Thank you and stay safe. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move airborne